Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I have an apartment renovation, and I did mention this in my create a sim video that I posted last week where I was talking about wanting to do videos that I haven't done in a while, and then also asking you guys for suggestions, which by the way, thank you guys so much for all the comments on that video. I really do appreciate it. It kind of has made me like reflect on everything and make me think about what I do want to continue posting on here. So I want to say thanks for that. But I was definitely inspired to dive into build, and especially going in and doing an apartment. Now, I really wanted to get into the fall theme because fall is my favorite season, and officially while I'm recording this voiceover, it is October 1st. So I am so excited because October is also my favorite month. I just love that we're getting deeper into fall and, you know, Halloween. So it's just like the best month for me, and I really want that to be reflective with my YouTube channel as well. So I'm hoping and crossing my fingers that I can be more motivated and inspired this month. So let's just hope for the best. I thought, why not start this month with something fall themed? I did build this last week. I literally was building this, I think, a couple hours before I was going to a roller rink, which was my first time ever going to one, by the way. And literally I had so much fun. I didn't know if I was going to enjoy it because initially when I went, I just was already in my Stranger Things mindset, because if you guys watched season, was it 3 or 4? I think it was 4, where they go to the roller rink and everybody's wearing the roller skates, the ones that have the 2 wheels in the front and 2 in the back. And so I wanted to live my Stranger Things fantasy and try those skates, because I had the option to do those or regular rollerblades where the wheels are all in a line. And me and my friend were both just like, maybe this isn't for us. And so we swapped to the regular rollerblades, and it was way easier because those are the only ones I've ever learned to ride on. And I was slightly worried getting onto the rink and like maybe not remembering how to do it, but it's just muscle memory, so it was so easy and it was really fun. And I'm not gonna lie, when I came back home, I was like, maybe I want to be in a rollerblading era and just kind of like ride around and stuff. And I did end up finding my old rollerblades that I haven't used in like 10 years or something like that. They're a little tight, so I don't think I'll be able to like really use them much. But I think I have that little high of like rollerblading and trying something new that like I kind of want to keep going. But I don't know if it's for me. Like, the main issue for me, it sounds so stupid, but literally, so on your right leg there at the back of the wheel, there's like a brake, and you just like put your heel up and you should be able to brake. And for some reason, I just never use it. So in order for me to stop, I just crash into things. So imagine me going down a hill into like a busy street. Yeah, that's not happening. So the only places I could go is maybe like a roller rink or somewhere where it's flat, no hills, because your girl's not gonna stop. So like, I don't know why. I could just maybe like land on my ass and just like skid or something like that, but you know, I don't know. I just am scared to use it. I feel like it's not gonna stop me. So yeah, just a random little fact, I guess. But it kind of makes me want to build a roller rink in The Sims. I've always wanted to, actually. I just never have done it, but maybe I'll give it a shot. I just sometimes feel like the idea in my head that I have, well, looks better in my head than if I were to actually do it. So I could give it a shot and see. The only thing I wish is that roller skating was kind of like how Sims 3 was. At least the more interactive bits where like you could actually hold hands with another Sim, or I think you could also teach other Sims. I can't remember if that's correct, but my favorite thing is just like seeing my Sims hold hands. Anyways, let me talk about my current build here. So clearly we have a autumn themed studio apartment. Now, I initially started building this in Salim Benali's place, but I'm just not a fan of the third wall height because it's just too much wall space that I don't know what to do with, and it just feels awkward and too open for me. And I felt like if I wanted to have more of a cozy vibe, the shortest wall height kind of gives that more. So of course I decided to go to Penny Pizzazz's place, which I feel like I've renovated this apartment so many times. There's just not many studio apartments to pick from. I think Penny and Salim are the only 2, I want to say. I could be very wrong on that, but I feel like they're like the two main ones that I at least know of. Now I ended up adding a trellis into the living room thinking it was gonna be a cute idea, which it sort of is, but then I started adding too much to it. Like I added shelves. Well, I rotated the trellis first off so that there wasn't as many leaves going on. Then I added shelves, a bunch of stuff, and it just felt too busy. The main thing I was trying to do is like hide the washer and dryer that's there, but I ended up just messing with it a little bit too much. But I ended up going back today because I was like, oh yeah, let me like fix this living room part. And I think it looks better now. It's not as crazy anymore, but I ended up using a half wall instead. So I'm still learning how to decorate living rooms, so please forgive. I just don't know. The main thing that I really wanted to focus on in this apartment specifically is obviously including fall colors, lots of wood, books, plants. All of that just gives off coziness to me, and I just associate reading books with the fall time anyways. I could just imagine the sim living here like after a long day of work, coming home, lighting a nice fire, putting on that record player and sitting down on their cozy little couch and reading a book. Like that just sounds so perfect to me. And maybe they have like a little mug of hot chocolate. Like that is such a vibe. Like, oh my god, I just love fall. Like, I mean, I want to do that. I wish I waited to build this till after the new stuff pack came out, because honestly, I kind of want to use that kitchen set in this build, but you know, I was not about to go and redo the kitchen. I mean, I could have, but you know, here we are. I feel like the kitchen that I have kind of fits the feel of this apartment a little bit better. I mean, I haven't really tried. I could try the other kitchen set, but building this makes me want to play in this apartment, and maybe I will. I don't know. I have had a sim that I've literally been waiting to play with for months. I think I made her in like June or something, and I was gonna do like a little mini let's play or something, like just to like try another household, because I have storylines I want to play through, but I never get around to them because I'm like, oh, my other let's plays. And maybe I should just give it a shot and do it. I don't know. We'll see. Like, no promises, obviously, because I literally said that back in June and I never did it because I mentioned it, I think, in like a Create a Sim video or something like that. So yeah, but I feel like this would be such like a cute little cozy apartment to play in. Now, oh, let me also mention, I did go ahead and replace the windows with Tool Mod, because I wanted a different layout for the windows. Now, the only thing is, I don't know if I were to put this apartment on the gallery, if it will also add the windows. Like, do you also need to have Tool Mod? Like, I'm not entirely sure how that works, or maybe if I save it as a room, like it won't show the windows. Like, I don't exactly remember how that works, which by the way brings me to saving this apartment. For some reason, I had no idea this was a thing. I can't save it as a room with a platform. I didn't know that, which makes me wish I didn't do a platform in the first place, but I like the look of the platform being in here. So I might have to upload it in 2 parts, and I'll like put part 1, part 2, and so that you guys know, if you are interested in downloading it, that you do also need the second part to it, which is really weird. I don't know if you guys know how to save apartments with platforms, please let me know, because usually what I do is, like, if I have a bathroom or other rooms, I'll just remove like a part of the wall so I can save the whole apartment as a room. I just wish that they implemented something in the game where you can upload full apartments regardless of what you've done to it, which I do also wish that we were able to change the windows and the front door of the apartment without having to use Tool Mod, because honestly, I was going to do the door as well, but I decided to just leave it because it fit the color scheme of this apartment, so I didn't bother. But yeah, I don't know. I just wish that they were a little bit more customizable, because you could literally change the vibe of this apartment if you just put all the exterior walls being windows. Like, you could make it look more modern. The windows do make a difference, and so I don't know if they'll ever consider doing that. If the next expansion pack is related to apartments, if we'll get some sort of update that would let you do that. Well, now I'm just speaking it into existence, so maybe I'll manifest it, because many things I've said in the past have come true, so maybe this could be one of them. But I also don't want to get my hopes up as far as the expansion pack goes, because like, what if it doesn't even have anything to do with apartments and that's what everybody's thinking? Like, it could be something completely different, although I would love them very much, because apartment life for me is just way more enjoyable to live in. And maybe that's because I'm not the best builder when it comes to building an actual shell of a house or landscaping, This, I just decorate an interior and we're good, you know? But I mean, there are some downsides to apartment living for me, like when you have annoying neighbors, or when your neighbors are getting annoyed at you for making noise even though you're like literally not making any noise whatsoever. And then also, I think the camera being jumpy when you're around your apartment, like going up and down, can be frustrating sometimes. So there are little things here and there, but overall, I do enjoy it a lot more than living in a house. It's funny because the world that came with Eco Lifestyle, which I think is Evergreen Harbor, also has apartments, but I just forget that they exist. I have a current household, well, it's not really current, it's from like 2 years ago now, but I played in one of the apartments and I decorated it with CC and stuff, and I thought it was really cute. But most of the time I just forget those apartments exist, let alone I don't really like them as much as the ones here. But it still makes me think about how Del Sol Valley and San Sequoia definitely could have had apartments. I mean, San Sequoia literally has so many shells of apartments, but none of them are livable, which kind of sucks because there is that one neighborhood that has so many of them, but not one to live in. Which generally just brings me to the fact that I wish worlds were a lot larger, just so that you have various amounts of lots to choose from to live in, and even more so for community lots, because I've been enjoying getting immersed in one world, but it gets hard when you don't really have that many lots to visit. I especially struggled with that during my Snowy Escape series, where I ended up making an entire like huge lot full of different things to do. So yeah, there is that, but I mean, it is what it is. So that is pretty much it for this video. I'm gonna try and get this build up on the gallery as soon as possible, but I hope you guys enjoyed nonetheless. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys in a video very soon. Bye guys.